welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the Still in the Woods podcast. We just finished Week 1 at Veterans tonight, and we're super excited to have Brandon tonight as our guest.
Woo.
How's it going, Brandon?
Good, how are you guys?
Fantastic. Well, I think it's been long enough that we've not had you on, so finally, good to have you on, good to have a conversation, a kickback, one might say. But we're going to go ahead and do a recap of Week 0 and Week 1, so Brides and Veterans. Then we're going to go ahead, talk to Brandon, see what's up, do a tournament update. Some people play a tournament this weekend. We're going to do Christian's game segment as always, and then finally we'll do a Week 2 preview at Shadyside next week. That Brandon is also the expert at Shadyside in this league.
Yeah, I live 5 minutes away from there, so
yeah, do
all the expert lines at Shadyside, all the convoluted
all the
lines.
hyzers.
Yeah, all the hyzers.
Quick announcements before anything. Everyone loves announcements. Aaron mentioned it tonight during leagues. The wood shop is still open. Get your merch on there. One person here is repping it, so keep the brand going. And Hawks mentioned it last week. The PFO is May 30th. Registration has now opened since then. There's a couple names on there already, so get your names on there, and let's get that rolling.
So it's not on Mother's Day.
It is not Mother's Day this year.
Yeah.
So it's good change
Probably
there.
for the best.
Good change there. So Week 0 recap. So we did Brides last week, the disc swap challenge.
Always fun.
Yeah, always fun. What happened with you guys? Anything fun?
Well, I threw over the fence on hole 3.
How do you throw over the fence?
The second year in a row I've done
I've played with Jake both years during the Week 0 on the same hole. Each year he threw it over the fence. And this might be worse. He gridlocked it into oblivion, like 2 o'clock release angle.
So no chance of getting it. Yeah.
So the people that don't know about it, every hole you swap a disc, and then there's like loot boxes on the course. We won't do the whole, format, but you switch discs, play with new stuff. You get to see what's out there, and come up with a new disc. Brandon, who do you play with for the night?
Last week?
Yeah, Bryce.
That's a good question. I played with Jeff Capperly, Roz.
The solid squad.
Yeah, who else? We had 5 on our card. I'm missing 2 other guys.
Oh, you were the big group.
Big group.
Yeah.
Did you have like a strategy for like discs that you were picking on the holes, or kind of how did that work out for you guys?
Mike Capperly was on the
Oh
card.
yeah, okay.
I don't know. We basically just did, whoever kind of did the worst on the last hole picked first, and then went from there. Typically, I would go with drivers just because it was so windy.
Yeah.
I just instead of flirting with
stable.
instead of flirting with like slower speed discs, I was just like, I'm just gonna take this driver and throw it on hyzer. Probably more reliable than just throwing a random disc.
I
So
think it's probably a good strategy off the tee. I feel like for me personally, if I wasn't within like 15, 20 feet for a driver putter, I would probably miss it.
That was my
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
So that was my problem. I played with Scott, Tony, and gosh, I'm blanking the last person. Roast me if you were the last person in my group. But they all wanted the mid-ranges and the putters because they were good backhand players. And every hole I was left with a Force, a Venom, a Felon, just overstable 9 and distance drivers. So I'd either park it or be 25 feet and airball the putt. There was no in between. So did you guys feel like you were taking the stable stuff and not the flippy stuff?
Yeah.
I was a backhand guy, so typically, and most of the stuff was either like putter, probably a little used, or mid range that was neutral or unstable. So typically, thankfully, the holes are 140, 160 feet, so you're throwing it soft, so it's not gonna like burn over all the time. But there was some times I had like a DX 20-year-old Cobra or something like that. Like that thing felt like a dog toy. Like sometimes it's definitely interesting, but for the most part,
Well, you
worked
like
out.
the Stingray, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Brandon and I found the legendary the Super Stingray.
Super Stingray.
The Super Stingray. I don't know if that's like a special run of Stingray or something. I have no idea, but legendary disc.
So no one listening knows what a Super Stingray is. What is a Super Stingray?
I don't think
it's like a slower mid range. I think it was like a 4 or 5, like 1-1.
Made by
Innova.
It's an
yeah. Legendary.
Champion.
Legendary.
It just was.
I don't actually know. Like I only threw it for like 140-foot shots, so like, it could just be awful. But for those 140-foot shots, they were great.
Yeah,
So I would recommend
it twice. So I loved it both times.
It was also pitch
Quite
dark
agree
when I
with
was
it.
seeing. It was pitch dark when I was throwing that disc, and it was like a dark maroonish red color. So all I knew is that every time I threw it, I would lose it into the ether, and then when I walk up to the pin, it was parked.
Yeah.
So clearly, it worked.
By the way, the last person on my card was Mitch. So Mitch, I did not forget you. It just took me a second.
Nice.
I gotta think about my last guy.
Mitch might want to have been forgotten for that night because he was not having a good night. I think he went over the fence twice on a hole, which I didn't know was possible.
The baseball field?
The baseball field,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Went up the baseball field. He ramped off the top of it. And they had an upshot that also ramped off the top of it.
I feel so bad, yeah.
I mean, he was chilling. He was a good sport about it. But yeah, he was not having his best night. Any close ace runs? I didn't hear anything out there.
With that DX Cobra, I like turned it over. It was dark. I couldn't see. We either heard basket or change or something. So then we walked up there. It was like a foot away. So I hit something. I don't know what I hit. It was too dark, but almost got an ace.
Nice.
So on like 140 foot
Yeah.
hole. So
And we had the statistical improbability of the 17 people, 16 people.
Yeah.
Of the 17 people who showed up, 3 of them were crystal zombies. So 3 of the 17 discs were the exact same.
it's a good disc. So everyone needs one.
A very good chance that you threw a zombie on the night. I never threw the zombie. I gave a zombie, but I gave it, never threw it. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think the 3 disc. Not 3 disc. The disc swap is definitely a fun way to start the season.
Oh,
Definitely a unique way of playing because you're just gonna get some like last year I threw a turbo putter which felt awful, but like I never thrown one before, so it was a unique experience.
Yep.
So it's fun stuff.
It's
Yeah.
super casual.
Yeah, it's casual exactly. Like you come away with a disc, but like
And Brandon, there were some stories of some minis being thrown.
Yes, there was a mini. I don't know what it was. It was a mini marker. It wasn't like a mini buzz or anything like that. Fortunately, I didn't have to throw it.
tough to throw that one, especially when
Yeah.
it's windy.
Someone like putted with it and it fell through the bottom of the basket.
Do you count it?
We counted
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's like the furthest you could throw a mini? Like if you had to.
Like a mini
like
buzz.
how far were they throwing it? Like
Like an actual mini or like a
Someone got a hold of it one time and
Like
like
100
threw it
feet?
like he gave it a lot of height and it went a good more than 100
Oh,
feet.
okay.
Yeah, there he got it out there.
Oh, you brought a fun disc, right? The
Yeah, I brought the
the
Sputnik.
3D printed.
Yep, made by Sci-Fi Disc. It's a putter. It's
Nice.
pretty overstable. It's not like a putting putter or anything. That just
That's
approach
fun, though.
disc,
That's
but
fun.
yeah, it's a fun
I
disc.
obtained that disc. I threw it backhand. It was super stable. I was like, oh, surely I can throw it forehand.
No, sir.
That's
No,
over.
sir.
No torque on
No,
that.
I think
Yeah.
3D discs are a fun little experiment just to see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
people can
Yeah.
kind of do with their own,
Yeah, Blake does a good job at Sci-Fi Disc, so check them out as well.
Mhm.
But it's always cool to give a disc and see what you get back, and then Christian got a pretty cool streak out there at the end, so it'd be curious to see how that
Pretty
flies.
cool disc, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty straight.
So like I mentioned earlier, we just finished week 1 tonight at Veterans. So the first week that we're scoring points for not only the Wood season but also the Player of the Year. So very early points for that. How'd it go? Brandon, who did you play with tonight?
Played with my teammate was Caleb.
Nice.
Played with John Vestal and his teammate Chris Lemon. Couple legends.
Solid squad.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was super windy out there. At
It was
first.
so bad.
It
And-
started so nice. Like right when we got to the park, it was gorgeous, and then very quickly, fell off.
Yeah.
Right.
Got
Yeah,
windy, cold.
which made it a little bit cold too. So, but it was still a good time.
We experienced that wind firsthand. Shout out my partner Mike Thomas. We were the only team tonight to take 2 bogeys, and they were both on 5-foot tap-ins. Where we would put the basket and the wind said no, and we just push it out, and then do it again, and then no. So we got 2 bogeys on 2 holes that no one else bogeyed even once. So we got 2 bogeys. The rest of the group 0 on holes 3 and 5. And then we also played with Roz, who was the unfortunate Cali. Cali is tough in our league because in a lot of leagues, when you play
Yeah.
Cali, some of the benefit is that if you do win, you get some extra money in there. So it's a little harder to do well, but you might actually win the money. In our league, that's not really a thing. So you kind of get less shots. But he was a trooper, and it's
Yeah.
really tough in the wind. Like, he was having some circle 2 putts, and he's like, can I run this aggressively or not? Because if I run it aggressively in the wind, it's going 30 feet past the
Oh,
basket.
yeah.
So
You don't want any comebackers in that win. You want
No.
you want tap-ins.
the wind affected us early and often, and kind of got in our head, and then we were kind of just going for like ace runs at the end because none of us were doing super well. So who did you play with, Jake?
My partner was Mike Cafferly.
Yep. So
And we had a very uneventful round until probably the last 4 holes. We rattled off 4 in a row. So we ended, I think, 6 down, something like that. But the real partners that played well on our card was Nolan and
Yeah.
Oh, you play with them?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize.
shot 14 down.
They was like lacing everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
A few lucky kicks, but
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah.
I told them about that. But they had a 14 down. They could not miss.
Yeah.
They were unconscious. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Even that, like you talked about the wind. Yeah.
I mean, 14 down that courses in general is pretty good.
Right,
And then with
yeah.
alt layout, and then also with the wind, yeah, it's a they won. They smoked everyone by I think 3
Because
strokes.
for
Three
context,
strokes,
they
yeah.
shot 14 down. Then one group shot 11, and then it was 9. Yeah, shout out Brandon, he had shot 11.
Yeah, we shot
Um,
11.
So these guys were the only team that could stay within 3 strokes of them, and then everyone else lost by 5 strokes to these guys. They're popping off. Brandon, what was working for you up there tonight?
The putter
Yeah.
was hot.
Oh,
I
for the
mean,
win.
I had a tournament on Sunday, which we'll talk about a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more, but it was super windy out there, so I feel like that helped. And then a couple days before that, all 4 of us got together, played Bryce and Spindler, and it was windy out there as well. So I just feel like playing in the wind really helped with the putter today, just being confident.
Definitely in the March, April, in this springtime, like play, throw, putt in the wind is definitely important here in Midwest Michigan.
Yeah, and of course when the sun goes down tonight, that's when the wind stops.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Yeah. What was the best moment for you guys tonight? Do you have any cool moments in your cards?
Well, maybe not a moment. We got to see Nate again.
Shout out Nate East.
I was gonna say a lot of people see him at the church all the time, but for us people who maybe see him more often on the disc golf course, he hadn't played since Houghton, so I got to see him out there for the first time.
When he beat you at Houghton.
He did beat me at Houghton by 1 stroke, unfortunately. He beat me. He got an ace. Won that ace. Won by 1 stroke at Houghton. But yeah, nice to see Nate.
Yeah.
And we had one new person tonight. Steve Folkrod, Jake's dad.
My dad.
New member of the league. So that was the only new person tonight. Any other cool moments or anything that was on the course that you guys?
I mean, I play with Jeff. Jeff was my partner, and
Which Jeff?
Jeff Zelenko. Sorry, Jeff Zelenko. He was lacing his shots. Like, I mean, the putter, like, in the wind, it's hard to putt in the wind, but like his goes, he was like lacing, like everything, like committed, pure, nose down, like line drive laser beams, like parked a couple holes. Like he was just absolutely like on fire tonight. So.
People said that Jeff got better at the end of last year too.
He was definitely he was going cleaner, like smooth releases. This was coming out, hot, smooth, no wobble. It was great to see.
What about you guys? Anything fun tonight? Any cool shots?
I mean, we had a few C2 putts near the end,
Nice.
but
In the wind, that's pretty good.
yeah, on 5 alternate, I actually threw like 80 past the pin. I don't know how long
which
that.
one?
5 alternate.
5 alternate.
So
So
that-
80 past the pin.
Yeah,
That's a crush.
I didn't mean to, but
You
it's a
you-
massive tailwind. They're like,
But the best moments were watching Nolan and Scott birdie every single.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Currently.
So if we mentioned already, we played 9 other holes that better than normally than 9 alternate holes that we've done for a couple other glow rounds or other league rounds.
Yeah.
So
So shout out to, like I said earlier, Scott and Nolan. They took down first place. Then we had Brandon Maxson and Caleb Carter on his home course, second place. And then a 3-way tie for third with a lot of teams: Pete and Ian, Steve, Folkrod, and Aaron, Christian, Jeff. All 3 down. Sorry, all third place at 9 down. So nice shooting out there tonight, guys. Jake, we did not do so well.
No.
Somewhere in the middle of the pack, but
Yeah, I'll take tied for 8th for.
Yeah. Bugging twice like we did, we could not do well. Shout out to Ian and Peter for the only birdie fund of the night.
Yeah.
So early league points there.
Those aren't easy either. Yeah.
What was it, 3, 13, 18 or something?
Something
3,
like
8,
I feel like 8.
I think it's 3, 8,
probably
13.
the only really hard
Yeah.
one, I guess.
Yeah.
Hole 3 was our second hole of the day, and we 3-putt from like 25 feet. So it was so depressing. It's like, oh, we got bogey. The first bogey, the birdie fund's
You
over.
guys are inconsiderate. They didn't let us build up the birdie fund, fast enough. So
Yeah.
they hit it in the first week. Let us build it up for a couple weeks.
Well, we're playing so many short courses at the beginning of the year. I think birdie fund's going to get hit a lot.
Yeah.
Probably.
Shadeside's probably going to get hit. Palmer Shorts is very likely to get hit. I think there'll be a lot of lead
Shady side
points.
next week might not be hit. It might be some inopportune conditions next week that might make it
It's
harder.
supposed to be 25 degrees.
hole 3 though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hole 3.
Yeah, and Aaron suggested doing that alternate layout that
Yeah.
we played when.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, so there might be some
That'll be
tough
cool.
holes out there for the alternate layout.
Yeah. And then we had some CTPs and long putts on the night. The long putt went to Scott and Nolan. I don't know which of them made it.
It
But-
was Nolan.
It was Nolan.
Yeah.
They cleaned up on the night. They did a long putt. Shout out there. The ice cream CTP was
Kyle.
Miklovich.
Yep.
First time I ever played with him. He aced.
I think I had it, and I'm not sure. I had it. Aaron had it at one point. Then Aaron, like a hole later, like Kyle stole it from Aaron. And I think
Nolan
Nolan
also had it at one point.
Nolan had it at one point. Yeah. Hot potato.
The
Hot ice cream.
The ACTP. These are all with a grain of salt. We think we got these right. We think Dylan got the ACTP. And then the C was, you think,
I think it was Jeff.
Jeff Zelenko. And then there was some kerfluffle with the B, so we don't really know. So
Yeah.
we won't talk about that one.
Yep.
Anything else about week 1 that was interesting?
Always fun to see the guys. A lot of people apparently hadn't played the amount of disc golf since week 10 of Summer Split.
I
So
talked to Drew Pensko, and he goes, I was like, oh, when's the last time you played? Skins match. He's like, oh, okay, good. Like, okay. So, yeah, I'm curious how many people just hang up their discs until
well, also, I mean, we're psychopaths. We play all the time, but like a lot of people just don't play in the winter because especially this winter like suck. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was week 1. A lot of fun, a lot of early league points, and the first points for the Player of the Year award. So good job, Nolan.
and for the typical spring winter.
Yeah.
If I didn't say that, yeah. So good job, Nolan and Scott, off to an early lead. So we are here with Brandon, by the way, for the just kind of kick back, chill, see what's up with Brandon. The people have been dying to see you, as always. This is what, your third, fourth year in the league? Did we figure out?
Like 3.
Yeah. So you're kind of a vet at this point. But kind of, how did you maybe get involved in disc golf, and then maybe how did you get involved with the woods? Kind of how that worked.
Yeah, so my dad would take my brother, my cousin, and myself playing disc golf. This was like just after the pandemic started lifting up, when you were able to like actually do things outside.
Classic.
I think it was like the spring of 2022.
Mm.
So after we were playing, together, I just got hooked and started competing and playing in tournaments, trying to get into local leagues and stuff. But I found out about the woods disc through John Vestal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he saw me spinning a disc on my finger one day at work and came up to me and was like, "Hey, you play disc golf?" And we just kicked it off from there.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've been kind of buds since then. But he told me about the woods disc, and yeah, I haven't missed a lot of events since then.
You're one of the regulars at this point. Like,
Yeah.
you've shown up to almost every league,
Yeah.
almost every tournament.
Good vibes.
Do you remember your very first course and maybe what you shot at that course?
It
Any
was at, Grizzly Oaks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't remember what I shot or anything
That was
like
probably
that.
the old layout too, right? Not the new one.
It was the old layout,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of a tough
There was
course
a
to
lot
start. You get a lot of thorns and stuff in there, off the fairways a little bit.
there was a lot of
Painful.
people there that first time. Like, I think close to 40, definitely over 30. So
That's a cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool course.
Wait, was it for a league round?
yeah,
Your
it was-
first time? Oh, okay.
yeah, my
That's
first
a
league
good
round.
turnout for Grizzly, yeah.
Honestly, Grizzly does not get that many people usually, so it's cool to
Right,
play with that many
yeah.
people. Do you have an athletic background? You play any sports besides disc golf?
Yeah, so I played pretty much everything growing up: baseball, basketball, football. Mainly basketball and wrestling growing up, and then once I got into junior high, high school, I mainly stuck with basketball and lacrosse in high school.
You can kind of tell you're an athlete, like just the way that you move, and
Yeah.
the way that you throw. You can definitely tell. I wouldn't have guessed wrestling though.
Yeah, that was when I was elementary and then early junior high, and then I just ended up having to pick basketball or wrestling, so I picked basketball, stuck with
You
that.
don't quite have the cauliflower ears for the.
No, yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah, I remember at one point while I was wrestling, they ended up making it where you had to have headgear on. So since
That
then,
wasn't
you
already a
have-
requirement?
No, it wasn't always a
That's crazy.
requirement.
Wow.
I forget what it's called, like folk style or freestyle or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think having an athletic background makes playing disc golf a lot easier. Like disc golf's not like a super hard sport. It
No.
just,
Being an athlete, like always, will always help in like pretty much
yeah,
every
sure,
sport.
for sure.
So you're always one of the people that you see grinding or doing form work or improving their rating. You're probably one of the highest rated players in the league. Do you have like any goals in disc golf? Like how high do you want to go? Or do you like the grind of it? Kind of. What are you aspiring for?
So yeah, I've always loved to compete. Before I found out about disc golf, I was always playing basketball. So I was playing pickup basketball at any court, pickup basketball like anywhere,
Dunking
really,
handfuls.
almost every day. And I started to get injured a lot, and so playing disc golf, I wasn't getting
It's
injured.
easier on the joints,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a lot easier,
Yeah.
and it's a lot more chill. So ever since I picked up disc golf, I kind of stopped playing basketball. But as far as like long-term goals, nothing really. I've always liked to challenge myself and getting better at things. Whether it's athletic wise or growing up and becoming like a man, an adult, stuff like that. So just bettering myself, and I think disc golf is like a really big way where I can do that. Like constantly challenge myself and get better.
Do you have like a ratings goal? Like if you could be 980 rated player, would you say I'm good enough? Or do you
No,
wanna see how high you can get.
I don't have any like expectations or anything. So I just want to be as good as I can possibly be.
We just
And-
got a bump, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so as good as I could possibly be, wherever that takes me, I'll be.
As long as you feel like you're going upwards at some.
Yeah, as long as I feel like I really tried my hardest and put the work into it, like I'll be okay with that.
and you're still young, so you probably have a lot more to go.
Yeah, definitely.
What's something that not a lot of people know about Brandon that maybe it's outside disc golf or maybe in disc golf, but something that not a lot of people know about you?
I would say probably. I don't want to steal Hawks' thunder,
Do
but
it.
Hawks said he's super competitive. I'm also like very competitive, and I've gotten better with it over the past few years, but I really struggle with losing.
Mhm.
Like I hated losing more than I liked winning.
It's really a very common answer for people who are.
Yeah, so I mean I've gotten better at that, but that's always been the case for me, like growing up. But I would say one thing that people don't know is that I'm super competitive with chess. Like I play.
You a chess player?
I play chess a lot.
What's your ELO?
I don't have an ELO rating, and so some real chess players would give me some stuff for that. But chess.com,
Yes, sir.
my rapid rating I think is like 1,000 in the 1,100 something like that. So
Pretty good.
Can I tell
Yeah.
a random story real quick?
Yeah.
So you said you were chess.
Yeah.
You guys are basketball fans, right?
mhm.
So we have a friend who I don't know how this happened. Sporadically through I don't know how it happened. It was at a park. One of our friends is a brother who works for chess.com. He was playing chess at a course, and he sees Victor Wembanyama at the course playing chess. So there's a video of him literally playing Victor Wembanyama in a chess match, like some random. I don't know if it was New York or Chicago. It was a random.
It was like
park.
one of those like random parks that they
Oh,
like
New
play
York.
chess.
Yeah, I think it was like 1,800 rated, and the friend was like 2,200 rated or something. But it was like such a random thing. This 7'4" behemoth is playing chess in a random park.
That's awesome.
Guess who
Yeah.
won?
I don't know who won, but
It was not Victor Wembanyama. Victor did not win. He lost
2200 guy, yeah.
I
2,200 is crazy.
did watch that video, by the way. He did play the French defense. Victor did. Yeah.
he is French. So that's funny. That is funny.
And last question for Brandon I got. Because we haven't asked a guest this in a while. Do you have any pet peeves in disc golf or any hot takes in disc golf? Your choice of the two. And this can be disc golf, this can be woods related, this can be whatever you want to take it.
I would say I'll do a pet peeve,
Yeah.
and I'll go as for tournaments.
Okay.
So and it was a lot more prevalent when I was in like the lower amateur divisions, like AM3, AM2. But you would get guys that would kind of just be almost too laid back and just be like, I just hate when guys get like super upset, about their shots. Like we're just out here throwing frisbees.
They get mad for like try harding.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like I paid money.
Different atmosphere.
Yeah, like I paid money to be out here. Like I'm spending my Saturday. Like I'm not strictly out here for fun. Like there's a lot of things that I could spend my Saturday and do for fun rather than play disc golf. So there is like a competitive aspect to it for a good amount of people, and that's why some people do take it serious. So not to like I'm not someone who's not gonna talk like during a turn and like completely lock in. Like I like having conversations and talking like that, but some guys are just almost like a little bit too laid back.
Yeah, and I feel like that's really cool because I'm one of the people that chats a decent amount during tournaments, but I still like take it seriously. I don't think you should ever be shamed if you want to do well and want to care about something.
That's my pet
and
peeve.
that's like, if you want to have a casual tournament, that's super cool and awesome, and tons of people I've had great conversations. It's awesome. But yeah, if you want to do well, you want to do well, and that's we're all athletes. And
You should be able to do both.
Exactly.
You should be able to be competitive if you want. Be able to take it as casually as you want. But like, don't judge people whichever way they want.
That's a really good
It's
answer.
all about
Yeah.
timing,
Any hot takes?
I
I won't put it in the spot.
Maybe
you know,
let's say
Who
this is,
smells the worst in this golf league? Who's loudest? Anything like that.
I mean, you two are the loudest for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Us and Aaron. Aaron's really loud too.
You two are the loudest.
He's a teacher. That makes sense.
Yeah, Aaron's pretty loud too. Hot take, I would say. I mean, this is a pretty common one, but I would say that like a lot of more people should throw slower speed discs.
Oh, for sure.
It would benefit you more
Yeah.
in the end. And that's fine if you don't care. You're just like whatever. I want to throw whatever I want. That's also cool. But my hot take is yes. Like if you throw slower speed discs, it helps with nose angle. It helps with control, accuracy, all that stuff. So
That makes
that
so
would be
much
my
sense.
hot take.
If I told you the very first two discs I bought, I played again. It's the complete opposite of what you just recommended. So I
That's
picked up
how it
like
goes.
destroyer.
Yeah.
So after the starter pack, which I didn't choose those discs, I went to play it again. I picked up a James Conrad Envy, so electron plastic, which is
Okay.
fine,
Yeah.
and a Ricky Wysocki 2-time destroyer.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I was just yanking
actually
as
great
hard as I
discs.
could.
1 for 2.
It's like a great disc for us now.
Yeah, I'm like, why can't this thing go anywhere? It's just going left all the time.
One
And
thing
then,
with this we found at a course, like when someone left it behind, was like it's called deflector. So if there's like a mid range that has like I don't know 4, like 3.5 or 4 fade. I remember like we were like very new to the sport. I'm like, oh my god, I can't play this sport because it's so stable. Or like no matter how much angle I put it on, it always like hyzer back. I was like, oh, I can't play this sport. Someone much better than me was throwing this thing. Like they're so good. I'm nothing in this thing. Turns out that's what the disc is supposed to do.
Right.
So learning how this flies.
have you guys ever thrown the
nice.
function from Discmania?
I've only
No.
seen you throw it.
You
So,
were
it's like the roller disc that Gamber and those guys throw. That's a disc that I think a lot of people could throw. It's so flippy, but now it's actually really fun for rollers. But yeah, so thanks, Brandon. That's very educational for the people out there. I'm sure they appreciate learning a little bit about you. But we actually did have a tournament this past weekend that a couple of Woods members played in, the Bell River Battle. Is that right, Brandon?
I think so.
Because you were one of the people that played in it. So how'd that go? You played M1, right?
Yep, and one. It was great. Course was wet. The river was really high, so we had to take out holes 6, 7, and 8. So only played 15 holes each round.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a bummer. It was the right decision. I had a 45-minute wait on hole 10 longs. There was at 1.6 cards
Oh my gosh.
on that hole.
Is that like
And
the
I think
straight, like there's a wood through the woods, like par 4, whatever.
Yeah.
Those parts you can. Yeah.
Yep, so a long wait on that hole. I think some other people even had an even longer wait. I heard someone say an hour and a half, which
That
is
is
crazy.
absurd.
So Jeff ended up fixing it and saying everyone plays from the shorts second round. But it was also super windy out there, like crazy windy.
Sounds like that's the case every time I hear people talk about Will Bendick.
Yeah, it's open. There's a lot of open shots, so there's a lot of room for the wind to swirl out there as well. But it was good. I ended up tying first after 2 rounds. I ended up going into a playoff and losing on hole 1.
Dang.
Yeah,
What was the playoff hole?
hole 1.
Oh, it was just hole.
Yeah,
one.
it was gonna be hole 1, 2, 3, 9 in a loop. Funny thing about that is last year I played a tournament at Will Benedict and I finished on hole 3 to tie it, first place. Ended up going into a playoff with Zach Pesta.
Oh, no.
Lost on hole 1 to Zach Pesta.
You're a playoff guy, Will Bendick.
Yeah, so
So at least you lost to a fellow Woods player. So
yes,
yeah,
no, it was actually really cool to lose to Zach, honestly.
So if we can just get Brandon outside of a playoff, you're gonna win every
I
time.
hope
with Will
so.
Bendick.
Yeah.
And you shot above your rating, right?
Yep, I shot quite a bit above my rating, like 30 points or something like that. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's very good.
It was
And we actually had a Woods member take down their first AM2 win and the first win of a Woods player this year, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
No, we're not counting people with
Yeah,
one division, with
yeah.
one person. Sorry, Aaron, Seven Hawks, those don't count. You played yourselves. Nolan, congratulations, Nolan. You are the first Woods disc winner this year. So shout out there. He played
Shout out,
M2, and I think he won by a lot. I think he won by like 3-4 strokes or something.
Just like at Veterans tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah. Turn that
Nolan
full
fire.
fire.
Is this the year of the Nolan? The Caffrey?
Saturday wins by 4. Tonight he wins by 3. He shot like 965 golf, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. I've always felt that Nolan was really good and just was frustratingly inconsistent.
He was getting
Yeah.
injured. And he had a few
Yeah.
injuries. Like he messed his ankle up. I know he was going
Elbow.
up to college.
Wait,
At his
yeah.
elbow. Like I feel like he had just a lot going on. But
I'm not sure if I've told you this before, and maybe you won the league. Did you see Nolan throw when he first came to the league? All he would throw was flex forehands.
no.
That's literally all he did every single time. So I played Star JC, your favorite course.
Yeah.
He would throw flex forehands and flex forehands and flex forehands, and he just completely stopped it altogether and pretty much almost reinvented his game to be a
Switch it to
backhand
the
guy.
air bounce.
Yeah, and I was air bounce out, mad one, air bounce backhand.
It works.
Well, when you told me that, I didn't believe you because I literally never have seen him throw a flex forehand in my life. And then you like told me that he only threw flex forehands, so I had never seen it. So.
He had a 6 spin putt, so yeah, good job, Nolan. Welcome to the A pool for good now. I don't think you'll be playing B ever again. Yeah, I know you're gonna love me saying this. So congratulations to A. Soon to be M1 probably if you keep playing like you are.
Yeah. No doubt.
So yeah, I mean he's talented enough and he's
Yeah.
young enough that he'll get better very
I
quickly.
also want to point out that Steve Bailey, on one of the Woods posts on Facebook, actually in the comments said that he thinks that no one would win this year.
The Nolan would win.
Wow.
I mean he's off to a good start. Either the spring season. Yeah.
I may or may not
that'll
put the
take-
comment. On the
Shout out there. But yeah, so Will Bendick, how do you feel about how do you think it plays at the tournament course? Like, is it?
It's great. I think it's up there with I mean, it's a hard course, but as far as tournament wise, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it plays great. It's up there with Bald Mountain, Toboggan, hard courses that are long. Obviously the other two are.
I wish there were more out there. There doesn't seem like there are very many tournaments
Yeah.
out there, right? Only a
No.
couple.
Yeah.
I think Will Bendick is tough but fair. I think you can make an argument that some Woods golf, like you miss your line by an inch, hit a tree, take a double bogey, or whatever. Like I think Will Bendick, it's just if you're able to throw well, it has par 4s, it has par 5s. You're not gonna get super, unlucky and have some horrible reaction. I think it's fair for those.
There's only one hole. I think it's 14. That's just kind of gimmicky, and I actually threw 2 good shots on it, fortunately. But it's just insanely wooded.
They're really skinny.
Really
like,
skinny
right.
wooded. Yeah, it's they're only questionable one, but other than that, I think it's a great course.
I think
Yeah.
I really appreciate Will Bendick for having par 5s.
Mhm.
There are not very many Michigan courses around here that have that. My only slightly hot take is that those are some of the more boring holes in the course.
They are.
You throw really far, and par 5s are cool and everything, but they're mostly open.
Yeah.
And there's some sick par 4s in the woods and some really cool downhill holes. But the par 5s could maybe be a little more interesting. It's my
Yeah.
only thing with Will Bendick.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the fact that
I don't think they
they're
were bad.
they're not
They're
bad. They're not bad. They're just
The par 4s.
They're generic, yeah.
yeah. But Bull Bending's awesome. Par 5s are awesome. So that was Bell River. I'm sure you guys have some tournaments coming up soon.
Maybe.
We were trying to play Cats this weekend, but it's supposed to be like 5+ inches of snow on Sunday.
It's too much for me.
So Tony and Scour are signed up, so we'll see if they end up playing it. But good luck whoever is playing that. Moving forward a second, Christian, we have your whatever you call your game segment these days.
Christians, quandaries, I keep saying Christians.
Christian's Quandary.
Christian's quadrant, as
Christian's quadrant.
as Brandon wants to call it.
Like
Maybe we'll see what you guys think. Maybe we have a good name for it. I am super.
Your little
I'm
slice
super
of
prepared.
existence.
So, last week was our fun disc naming game where I feel like, it was a solid yet unspectacular performance from our,
C minus.
C minus. I'll try to be nice to you guys.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you guys and Brandon can do a better job for this event. I have a couple questions for these guys, and they're going to be working as you're gonna work as a team.
Okay.
You three are gonna work as a team.
Okay.
Brandon hates teamwork.
I'm sorry. We played a doubles team
That's so
league.
He's a lone
competitive,
ranger.
man.
He's a lone ranger.
So
No one's gonna win.
So here's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna ask you a question. It's gonna be pretty much what happened first. Is it gonna be this thing happened first, or some historical event, some cultural moment, some?
Can you give us an example?
So.
You'd be giving away.
So what happened first?
Yeah.
Nicholas's first league round ever, or something else that happened in 2020? Something like that.
Or COVID. Yeah.
Or COVID happened.
Okay.
COVID or Nicholas's first.
Cool.
disc.
Okay.
So you're pretty much going to be trying to use your own information, your own knowledge, try to figure out what happened first.
Gotcha.
Sure, yeah.
So he'll be the first one. This is gonna be a Woods disc related one. What happened first? The Woods first ever league round, the first ever round that the Woods League ever had,
Okay.
or what did I have?
You're so prepared.
I'm so prepared. Sorry, let's scrap that one. Okay, scrap that one. Let's cut it. Okay,
Next one.
next one. What happened first? This will be a DGPT related one. What happened first? The creation of the Disc Golf Pro Tour (DGPT) or the release of Pokemon Go?
Okay.
What happened first?
Yeah, Pokemon Go have released first, or
Okay, so
the
I
event, the
so I
release
think
of the
Pokemon Go.
DGPT, not the original Pro Tour.
I think I know these,
2016 was Pokemon Go.
but
Was it after that?
well the
Disc
DGP,
Golf Pro Tour.
the DGPT I think was like 16, 17ish because there was like I don't know what it was called before that, but there was like the national tour,
Yeah, it
and
was
there
the
was like the
national
world tour.
Yeah.
There was some things back then. And Pokemon Go.
Are they in the same year? Are they if they're in the same year, that's tough. But
Hopefully
I
it's
feel
not the same
Pokemon Go has been around
So
forever.
I was a
I think
I
it's
was
Disc Golf Pro
I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore in college. No, a junior in college.
Jeez.
So that would have been 13, 14, 15, 16. I think Pokemon Go came first.
I would say
That's
so
my-
too.
that's my
That's
guess.
my
Do
guess.
we think Pokemon
Yeah.
Go by like a
Yeah.
year? I'm gonna say Pokemon Go.
Unfortunately, Pokemon Go
What?
came out afterwards. It was a slightly cheapy one because DGPT came out in June,
Bro,
and Pokemon Go was July of 2020.
What is it, like a
You were very
month?
close.
a month.
Are you serious?
He'll be the one I was originally trying to ask that I floundered.
We had a good thought process.
You guys, the thought process was good. This is one of the harder ones. Okay, the Woods disc. This is the Woods disc related one that I floundered on. What happened first? The first Woods League round,
Okay.
or Disney Plus coming out?
Disney Plus. So so the Woods.
It's gonna be like
I
8
believe
years.
it's post COVID, right?
It was 2023.
No, it was sooner than that.
No, it was way before that.
It's way before
I
that.
think
'cause-
that's what it says on the logo, though.
No. So the logo was a couple years
This
after.
is not the
it started.
Woods
What are you talking
disc
about?
like as a company like the
I
Woods.
see.
So when the
League
Woods
round.
Church guys first started with like
I
10
think
to
it
15
was
in
a long
2020,
time.
didn't he?
It's
I feel like
either
before that.
Hodge said.
I think it's post COVID.
Really?
I
I
think
think
it's
it was
2020 to
2021.
2021. I feel like they wouldn't be doing it in 2020 because we were like shut down for a while.
Then
So my guess is 21. And what was it? I don't know.
How many people are on the
Disney
trophy?
Plus.
How many people on the trophy?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, there's like
That'd be a lot.
6 layers. So 21, 22, 24. Well, maybe there's 5 layers. Okay, when did Disney Plus come out though? What was that the first show on
I
Disney
have
Plus?
No clue.
I think it has to be close.
It was it Loki?
Mandalorian. I feel like that's the first thing I watched.
Loki or Mandalorian?
Alright, what do you?
And that was
My guess
that
is
was around the same time.
not Disney Plus.
My hunch is the Woods.
Yeah, I
I'm
would say
gonna
the
say the
Woods. I feel
Woods
like they've been
first.
doing it for like 8
Yeah.
years, dude.
It's not that long, but I'm
I
gonna
think
say
I've heard that
2024.
before.
We'll lock it in.
We'll lock it in the
Sure.
What's
Woods.
your final answer?
The Woods.
The Woods haven't frozen. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I can tell you that Disney Plus came out first.
Dang it, we're stuck with
Disney
you.
Plus was 1 year before the first league.
So what year did the Woods
The
start?
Woods came out in 2020. If my memory
Yeah.
serves correct, I'm pretty sure it's correct that the Woods. I think it's also tell us the trophy, and the first winner was summer of 2020, and I believe it was
Aaron or Ian or David?
No.
Was
He's
it
one
Sean?
that does not play.
Oh. No, I don't know who it is. Never mind.
No one I've ever played.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it right now. Alright. Anyways, we'll go to another question.
Guys, we got this one.
Firefighter Park. You guys are all familiar with Firefighter Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
There.
What came out first? Firefighter Park or Miracle on Ice?
What?
What is
A
it?
Miracle on Ice.
So,
In other words, when the
so
United
the-
States hockey team beat the
So
Soviets.
not the movie, right?
No, the actual event.
okay, so that was 1980, late
That was
placid.
80.
So did Firefighter Park exist before or after 1980?
I think Rosie's is like the oldest, or not
Rosie's
Rosie's.
is new.
What is it called?
Oh, Raintree?
Raintree is like 1982, the
I
oldest
feel this has-
disc golf course
well,
in Michigan. 82, I
Okay,
think.
I could be.
Firefighters in 70s? I don't think
Okay, guys, I
No.
could be crazy. But you might have to
Firefighters
trust me. You
after.
might have to trust me on this.
Okay.
Maybe there's a really old wooden sign at Firefighter when you drive
Yeah.
in, and I could have sworn it says 1982. If
I
that, if
think
that's
that-
wrong,
You might be
I
right
think
because I
Miracle
just said
is first.
1982 for what's it
I
called.
think we should go for it.
I think Miracle.
Miracle on Ice. Please be right.
You do think the Miracle on Ice happened first?
Yes.
You are correct. Miracle on
Okay,
Ice
so,
happened.
okay.
Please tell me 1982 is correct.
It was not 1982.
Dang it. Okay.
I believe it was 1988.
I mean, you know, okay.
Years after.
Oh, we got one right.
Okay.
Either way, the Miracle on Ice happened first.
How many more do we got?
We have two more.
Two more? Okay.
Two more.
We
All
can
right.
still end positive.
You guys play PDGA events, right?
Yeah.
So this will not be a PDGA related event. It would be a official disc golf registered event.
Okay.
So which happened first? The first official organized disc golf tournament held at Brookside Park in Pasadena, California, or the release of Star Wars Episode 4.
So it's the original Star Wars, or
The original Star Wars
the
movie.
first organized disc golf tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Star Wars.
This is a complete guess for me. Was Star Wars 1974?
It was early 70s.
This feels like a complete guess for me. I feel like Star Wars.
It has to be.
But I'm just
The
guessing.
first PJ rated round.
Do you have any logic?
This is not like I do not believe these are ratings. I don't think they were ratings back then. It was like an organized
It
event.
was a sanctioned event.
Well,
I guess I'm not sure like
like
sanctioned.
before.
72.
I'm not sure if sanction would be the right term back then.
Right.
Like I'm not
I think
sure
that was
how that would work.
72.
Well, if you think 72, I think Star Wars was 74. So we should
So-
go. So we should go DGPT.
I don't know.
Jake, trust your gut. Think about how epic it would be if you were right.
Okay,
Let's
we'll
go for
with it.
What's your final answer?
Star Wars was second. So that means that
You are correct. The tournament did happen first.
Hey, there you go, Jake.
1969.
Oh wow.
Nice job.
I
Nice
think
job.
Star Wars came out in 77.
Oh,
Based on my quick Google
yeah.
search, so I could be wrong, but either way, the tournament happened first.
Hox is shaking his head right now. So is Aaron. Alright, they're big Star Wars guys.
Speaking of Aaron,
Old heads.
he is the founder of the league, and I'm sure he can take this with a in good faith. But this will be an Aaron related question. What happened first? Aaron's first PJ tournament,
Oh god.
or
At the Stone Age.
the founding of Netflix?
So the Netflix.
Okay,
Netflix
so
used to
Netflix
be.
is like an
I think-
online bookseller.
Yeah.
I think you say first PJ section round.
Yes.
There's no way it
I
can't be
think that
Netflix.
was
Like, why is he
early
talking about
2000s.
Netflix? It's gotta be a trick question.
No. I think Aaron
Early
was
to
like.
mid 2000s.
I think it was late 90s. I think it was late 90s with Aaron.
Sure.
No, I'm not sure.
Netflix.
I don't know. That's early.
When was Netflix?
Probably
Netflix was definitely after the 90s. It's gotta be.
But
both before I was born.
but
I feel
Netflix was a thing well before it became.
Because I
like,
remember getting this in the mail from Netflix.
Yeah.
When was that?
That was
They
when
used
I
to be
was
like a
like,
Blockbuster,
I
right?
was like 7 or 8 years old, just about.
So I think.
And I was born 99.
So do we think?
So
I would say Netflix.
Jake, do we break the tie? We have two of us.
I'm
I'm gonna say Aaron.
gonna regret this, but I'll go Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it.
Unfortunately, it was not.
Dang it! Jake.
It was only a few months. It was only a year apart. 97 for Netflix was 98 for Aaron's first PHA tournament was in 1998.
Do you know what it was?
I unfortunately did not. I looked it up and I don't remember it. It was
Put
the
emphasis on the 98.
the plastic
Playing for a
something
while.
bash, plastic bash, something plastic no plastic clash. I don't know. Something like that.
That's awesome. That's actually kind of fun. I think we sucked at it, but
Yeah, that was
Just like
good.
last
that was
week.
hard.
I didn't know how hard. Like, I was curious how well you guys would be able to recollect when this event happened, or if you could use like certain cues based on your own guys.
I think you
life
cheated when you
experiences.
gave us Pokemon Go and the other one that was a month apart.
That one was meant to be one of the later questions, kind of like a hi gotcha, but I kind of gave you that as the first one. So
Gosh.
That was cheap.
was mean.
That was cheap. So yeah, let us know apparently what Christian's segment's gonna be called.
Christian's Corner is apparently going to win if I can't pronounce it right.
So yeah, so we're gonna do a quick preview of week 2. We have the expert at Shadyside. That's your new home course.
Yeah.
What do you think like a winning score would be at Shadyside?
I mean, it really depends on what the layout is. If you were to play 9 holes through twice. I would say like a 14 or a 15.
Yeah, it's like
So what about the 25 degrees that we might be having?
True,
This week?
very true.
8 down is maybe a winning round.
I could see that.
That's very true. But I feel like now that we've had these nice days, we're getting back into the swing of things, and I think people are gonna still be shooting hot even though it's cold.
My old man hands might fall off in 25 degree weather.
I think I'm gonna like not throw a driver. Like on the 400-foot holes, I'm just going like mid putter. Like I'm just not gonna throw a driver. My hand's
ripping a driver.
My hand's gonna fall off. Like
I think when
I'm
Aaron
gonna
got,
destroy those woods on 3.
so it ended up not being the case, but when I talked to Aaron before we started leagues tonight, I said, this is the best week 1 weather we've ever had. Turns out that wasn't the case because it got cold. And then the worst week 2 weather we've ever had. And back to back. I think it's gonna be right. I think that might be the worst week 2 weather we've ever had. Like 25 degrees and multiple inches of snow.
I remember last year there was like multiple 40s days, but it wasn't that
I
bad.
think there was one really bad Mount Spindler 2 years ago in the spring.
Yeah.
The best quote, the downpour.
It was windy and
Yeah, the downpour and
slightly
downpour.
rainy. Yeah.
I won that night, by the way. So we'll do predictions. We don't know what the layout will be, so these predictions might be wildly off. Christian, winning score, Shay said.
it's gonna be 20 or 20. Yeah, I'm gonna say 9. I'm saying 9.
Brandon?
Okay.
Without knowing anything?
Remember, alt back 9.
Yeah, there's gonna be an
There's an
alt
alt
back
back
9. If we do it,
Yeah.
Oh,
Talked about that
so
earlier.
I don't know nothing about the alt back 9. I'm just gonna say 9. I'm gonna stick to my. Is it easier or harder than
it's
the?
gonna be harder for
Yeah.
sure.
No, is the alt 9 harder than
Yeah,
the?
that's what I said.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna stick with 9. So.
Alright.
That's good. I think with the alt, that's probably a good score, like around 10 or 11.
Big one.
I'm going 7.
I'll go 10.
Go with 10, okay.
I'm going 7. Yeah.
Do I do the Hawks and just say something crazy? No, I'll
15 down.
I'll take the 11 that Brandon didn't take.
Nice.
And it won't be me. It definitely will not be me, because I won't be able to feel my hands. So that's Shady Side. So that is week 3 of the podcast, guys. Thank you, Brandon, for coming on.
Of course,
We
thanks
had
for
a
having
lot of fun. People have been asking for you. Week 1, final thoughts. Who's winning the league after today? Definitive answer. Has to be Nolan, right?
Hawks.
That would be the
No.
easy answer.
Ooh, Scott. This is the first C player to ever win the league. He's in first place right now.
True. Good answer. Is glitch putting?
Nah, I'm kidding, guys. You guys don't have to come with a name right now.
I got a name, and I've
Brandon.
been saying it.
I'll say Brandon. Brandon, this guy.
Appreciate that. I was saying it
He's too
last
humble.
year for the fall season. I think he could have really won that one too, but Chris Lemon.
He almost won it, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been saying it for a while, so I got my money on Chris again this year.
Especially with some of the shorter courses, you know, at the beginning.
You call him small?
I'm saying he is very technical and he's very like he'll hit his line all the time.
He's really good throwing putters.
He's very good at throwing putters.
He's good.
mids.
He's a great putter.
That
too.
too.
He can throw it on a laser beam on a rope.
Should I make a wild guess?
Do it.
Like out of left field?
Do it.
I'll go Nate East.
Nate East, the return of that would be
He
legendary.
was a B player today. Maybe if he sticks in the B pool the whole time,
Maybe,
you know,
yeah.
you never know.
Anyone know how he did tonight?
I play with him and I don't remember.
You
I
got
think they were
7
fine. I think they were middle of the pack.
Yeah, I'm sure they were fine.
7 down with Kyle?
He was with Kyle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was middle of the pack.
But yeah, well, something like that. But as always, guys, leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff.
Just give away.
Oh, thank you. We do have a disc giveaway,
Oh, yes.
courtesy of Brandon.
Yes.
So we haven't done one of these yet. Brandon, what is it?
So it's a Paul Macbeth prototype Melita. It's like when they first came out with it. It's like 173, 174.
Yes, if
It's
people
like
are
a slightly flippy mid range kind of thing.
yeah, it's like a slightly flippy mid-range. It's like a small diameter, so it feels really good in the hand. I haven't thrown one yet, but it feels really good. So what we decided to do for the giveaway, we've all been in the league for about 3-ish years, more or less the same. So what we're gonna do is the first person in the comments to let us know the order of age of the 4 people. So of the 4 of us, who's the youngest, and the second youngest, and then between me and Christian, which one's the older one? Some of you guys might know,
That's
some of you
a
might not.
tough question,
Let us know in the comments. Whoever does that will win the disc. Thank you, Brandon, again. Apparently, paid to be on the podcast.
No, thank you guys.
That's apparently how it works here. But thanks a lot, guys, and until next time, we'll see you next time.